Can you hear me? Am I on the mic? Chicka, chicka. My name is Thea, or Thea the Great, and welcome to my channel. If you guys can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. It will be right here in this corner. My name on all my handles is Thea the Great. No relation to Alexander. Anyway, like I told y'all in my last video, I asked Chat GPT. Oh, I finally got it right. I asked Chat GPT to give me 100 ideas for one of my content pillars for YouTube. That content pillar happened to be my reset era. And like I told y'all in my last video, it's not that I am trying to become a better version of myself. I'm just reimagining myself because the version of myself that I am is already amazing. It's already great. So this is video 2. This is point number 2. This is number 2 out of 100 videos that I will be posting. So also turn on your notification bell because I just run my mouth a lot, and you know, maybe you can comment and we can talk together, whatever. So like I told y'all in the last video, I have can you even see it? Anyway, I have a couple points that I want to make sure I get through on this video. ChatGPT told me to write down 3 bullet points, not write a script, just talk. So that's what I'm going to do. So this video is going to be the moment I realized I needed to start over. So, oh, why is that every time I start recording, I have to burp? That's annoying. So, first bullet point. Oh, I like doing that. It's like I have a flip phone, but it's really just my MagSafe thing. First bullet point. I couldn't figure out if I was being manic from my bipolar disorder, because if you don't know, I have bipolar disorder too, so there's that bipolar depression, or if I was just being myself. I take my medication every day. For the past year and 2 months, I have been taking my medication every single day, the way that I'm supposed to. I'm also supposed to be doing my hair, so there's that. I've been doing, ouch. This is supposed to be Indian, whatever. So I've been taking my medication every day because in 2024, I decided to go off my medication. Well, I had an issue with my prescription. It got figured out, it got sorted out, but I got a job at Trader Joe's for no fucking reason 1 year, which was 2024, and I worked there for 3 months instead of working at my full-time job. Mania. Anyway, so sometimes I do get a bit lost in the sauce, we can say, because in 2024, when I stopped taking my medication, I thought that I was okay. I thought I was cured, I was fine, everything was doing just fine. But I went and got a job at Trader Joe's and worked there for 3 months, and I could have been working at my actual full-time job making real money. Not to say people at Trader Joe's are broke, but I was broke when I worked at Trader Joe's. Anyway, so I realized that my mania, oh, y'all saw that? My mania, it affects me in a way that I blur lines. Like, I don't know what's real and what's fake. Like, I can't tell if my personality is just me being me or if my personality is on my mania. And that's what scares me the most, because when I'm manic, I'm impulsive. I get a job at Trader Joe's for no reason. So that's when I realized I really did need to start over. It was back in 2024 because I was behind on my rent. I was behind on my car payment. I was behind on a lot of things. And it's because I stopped taking my medication. Point 2. 2025 was a rough year. A few friendships ended. And I fell out of love with a person and myself. So I had a weird, not affair, because the man wasn't married, but I had a weird, lustful relationship with somebody who I shouldn't have been lustful with. And things got exposed, feelings got hurt. And by feelings got hurt, I mean my feelings got hurt because no one else cared. Not anyone who was involved, at least. No one cared about how I felt in the moment. It just didn't matter. I was seen as the villain when in all actuality, I was just being myself. I was probably the only honest person in the situation. But I also lost a few friendships that I'm okay with that I am okay with losing. They're gone for a reason. They were seasonal. It's unfortunate because in the moments we were good friends to each other. But what I also recognize in this starting over, this reset, is in order for me to reimagine my lifestyle, in order for me to have a renaissance of my own, I have to recognize when things are seasonal. I have to recognize when things are just not for me. And that includes people. That's a good thumbnail. Anyway, bullet point number 3. My goals were always creeping away from me. Financially, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. I couldn't afford to eat at times. I was always asking my mother for money. And I just felt like a lowlife in general. I didn't like feeling like, as an adult, I couldn't take care of myself. I have a very good job. As you can see, I have a very good job. I get paid decently after 9 years. I have seniority. There's no reason why in my 8th year at this company, my mental health is fucking me up to the point that I can't pay my rent. I have to ask my mother to help me pay the rent because I done spent my money on some Gucci shoes that I'm probably never going to wear. You know? So just being irrational, being irresponsible. And that was honestly in November of last year. 2025 really did try to take me out. But that's when I realized, I'll say by the end of last year, after all these things occurred in my life, I needed to make a change. After reading Rachel E. Carl's book, Renaissance of Our Own, of my own, I mean, it just helped me recognize that the life that I was living is not something that I would aspire to for forever, if that makes sense either. Ooh, that was hot. It burnt. So those are my 3 points. I realized I needed to change my life. I needed to start over because 2026 just could not be like 2024 and 2025. 2023 sucked too, but I can't remember that much from 2023. I just know that it was an annoying year. And I was also robbing Peter to pay Paul. I recognize that I have to take accountability for my part in my life, at times feeling like it just wasn't worth it to me. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one living my life and I can't blame others forever. My aunt said something to me when I was younger. She said, although you didn't have control of your life when you were a kid, you have complete control of your life as an adult. And it's up to you to make the decisions so that you can live the life that you always wanted to live. You know? So at this point, it just seems like I don't know what I'm doing with my hair, but I promise the end result is gorgeous. In order for me to start over, I started journaling. Journaling has actually helped me a lot. I have been journaling consistently, maybe not every single day, but I always make a habit out of picking up my journal when I have the time. There's always at least 5 minutes of my day where I have the time. It's like when the guy says, oh, I don't have time for you, I don't have time for you. You've been on your phone all day. You couldn't say, hey, how you doing, girl? Bastard. Anyway, so that's how I feel about my journal. I have my phone in my hand every day. I can write what's in my mind on paper with a pen. Why shouldn't I do that? Especially when I can go back to it and it's good for my mental health. Why wouldn't I do something that's good for me? Quick sidebar. So I am into unique cornrow styles, and that's the only style of hair that I want to do for the rest of this year. I have a braider in Brooklyn. Her name is Talia. She is so good at what she does, and she's very gentle because I'm very tender-headed, but she's very gentle with me, and she doesn't like pull on my scalp. She doesn't hurt me. She doesn't like, you know, sometimes when you get your hair braided, they're like their whole damn body is on your head. I hate that feeling because it's like, girl, you're hurting me. you're like actually hurting me. So I am interested in having unique cornrow styles for the rest of the year because it's a great protective style for me. My hair responds very well to cornrows. My scalp responds very well to cornrows. And I think they're beautiful. I love being unique. I'm already 6 feet tall, so I might as well keep it up. Anyway, with that being said, that's the end of my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. That's really the only other platform I use. I have an Instagram, I just don't like it. Thank you for watching. If you did watch the end, thank you. Don't forget to turn on those notification bells, and yeah, have an amazing day. Yeah.